Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens, episode 84. Today is Sunday, March 13th, and this is a channel about cross-stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and sometimes very suspicious he's coming from the next room to me. I have a 1.5-year-old if you're new here, and he's just going he, and I have no idea why.
So welcome to our video.
Welcome.
If you're new here, hopefully you'll like what you see. And if you are coming back, thank you. And we love your comments. We've been a little slow to answer. You'll find out more in a couple of minutes what's been going on with us, but we just wanted to make sure that you know that we do see things. So, and we both chose to be shenanigators today.
Yep.
So what's up with you? You want to give us a life update?
Well, you probably noticed that we missed the Stitch with Us the last weekend of February, and Laura put up her wonderful March Whip Parade. I was sick, and we just had a stomach bug that ran through our house, but we're all better. And I guess the most exciting thing that's happened in my life the past few days is we went to this big play place yesterday with my son, and the slides were big enough, like all of the equipment was big enough for the adults to climb onto. So I climbed to the top of a 3-story slide. I went through a hole, I crawled through a hole that was not Keisha size, but I made it through. And so I'm a little sore, and I went to bed about 8 o'clock last night. I hadn't played like that for a while. So
I remember those days when we would go with Bree and I would climb through the tunnels at the McDonald's close to us had all of the tunnels and things. Yeah.
Oh, man, I could go for days whenever I was younger, but man, right now, one tunnel.
That's it. You are a one tunnel girl.
Just let me go lay down in the ball pit and think about my decisions.
Oh my gosh.
What about you? What's been going on with you?
Well, we were not here last week because I got to go to Nashville Needlework Market as part of the Black Needle Society, and it was fabulous. It was so much fun just to see that much creativity and awesomeness in one place. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can see I took my little video. It's on one of my common threaded stitcher pictures, but I did a video and I panned around so that you could see all of the banners hanging from the floors all the way around. And it was still early, so they're not all up, but there were 4 floors of crazy goodness.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so awesome. And then we took off and started home, and it rained off and on. And we had been out of Nashville for a little over an hour when we got a message that my husband had fallen and was going to the ER. And it has been a crazy up and down week because they found a mass and they were pretty sure it was cancerous. And we have just been up and down and up and down and up and down. And the latest is that 97% sure that it is not cancer, that it was, it's just another problem that's fixable. Will take about a month, but we'll get some stuff taken care of. And it's like such good news. I'm like, blah.
For sure. Yeah. What an emotional sort of week that is.
And it was my last week at school before spring break, which is happening this next week. And we had all sorts of testing to do. And 3 of the 5 days were snow days that they were virtual school days.
Right.
So we worked from home.
Nice. So at least you got to be at home and didn't have to worry being in a different place.
Yes. And I was really lucky because Katie works from home for the Black Needle. She went down Tuesday and Wednesday and sat in Jeff's room, and she worked from there. what she could get done, she did there. And then she's been working in the evening. So we're a little behind right now, but we will get everything caught up. Everything will go out and it'll be okay.
Right. Got to put your family first.
Yes. So think all your good thoughts, all of the good stuff. And he's, it's been a really interesting thing. They had him so out of it Monday. I don't even think he knows that I was there. So
sometimes you need to be that way when you're in that much pain. No?
Yes. Okay. Are you ready to get to some stitching?
Yes.
I have a finish.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's a mini finish.
Well, that's okay. It's still a finish.
So it's Anniversaries of the Heart. I finished Snow Garden. It's from Blackbird Designs. This is the first one. And when I pulled my stuff out, this is what Katie chose for me to work on for WIPCO in February. And when I pulled mine out, I had the dark brown in here, the gray here, and the gray here that were all the same light brown as these windows.
Oh, right.
I had about 4 or 5 colors that were just all the same color. So eventually I went and got more colors and I finished it up.
So pretty.
Thank you. It's on 36 count ale from Picture This Plus. And I get to move on to a really pretty chart for the February chart, which, will probably take me another 5 years, but it's this one.
Ooh, that one is pretty.
So all of that saturated color next to this very light thing. But that's my third finish for the year.
Nice.
I was really happy to get that done.
Definitely.
And I told you a little bit about Market. So I have a giveaway.
Ooh.
I didn't tell Keisha this either.
No.
There is a designer out there that I have seen things from them for several years. And then Katie and I saw charts from them when we were on our grand tour last March. But there's another one that came out, and this one is called All I Need from New York Dreamer. And it says, coffee gets me started, Jesus keeps me going.
Oh, nice.
So if you would like to stitch this, then just include the word coffee, COFFEE, in your comment, and we will get you entered to win this. Nice. So it was one of the Market releases, was kind of a fun thing to have out there. So
yeah, awesome.
Do you want to talk stash?
I do want to talk stash. So I have a couple of, I got some things from Market too, and I'm very excited about them, but I have a couple of non-Market things. So let me show you. I got Steampunk Sparrow from SamSarah, and I love him. My favorite thing about this is this little straight stitched chain that goes around. We're gonna have to sell this.
Yes, we are twins.
Get all of our stuff together and get that done. So I'm really excited about this one. It's a lot of fun. And then I couldn't just buy one chart from 123stitch, especially when new Mill Hills were out. So I got this one, Bear Canoe.
So cute.
He's so fun. I love him a lot. And then I got Pig in a Blanket. I love him too.
It's so sweet.
So those are my 123stitch acquisitions. I also got a piece of fabric. You'll see it in Whips. So then my wonderful, wonderful friends brought me some things from Market. And I just want to show you some fun little goodies that they gave me for the Black Needle Society first. Got this fun sticker. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it on, but I'm excited to have the sticker. And then
it could go in your planner.
Oh, it could go in my planner. It matches the planner. And then I got these thread drops. So
and there are, I think, 3 different patterns in the pack.
Oh, really? I haven't opened it up yet. Right, so there's that. And then a stitching fuel blood orange candle, because why wouldn't you want one? And of course, purple. And then what I thought was the coolest thing of the black needle swag is this ring for your floss, but it has a little measure, a little ruler on it, which I think is really cool. I think that's a great idea. So I'm always needing something like that. All right, so now we're going to get to the other things. And
So let me interrupt you just a second. So those things, Katie dreamed up a little box, a mini retreat in a box. And those are the things that we put in it, along with like a business card that had the spoilers on the back.
Oh,
and
fun.
We handed out mini boxes at market.
Oh,
just
cool.
to kind of introduce ourselves and show people kind of what we were about. So
cool. Okay, now you're gonna have to help me out with this one, but I got this piece of fabric and it's definitely not showing as pretty as it is in person.
Oh, no.
Because it's definitely like an orangey.
Yes, it's kind of a darker peach. Yeah, it's from Fortnite Fabrics.
Yes,
they were so fun.
Oh, maybe if I fold it, I don't know. No, you guys
do you have something white?
I do.
That helps a little
bit. Anyway, it's a really pretty piece of Ada from Fortnite Fabrics, and I'm excited to find something to put on it. But
oh, I guess I'm having a visitor. Sorry. Just all of a sudden jumped.
You never know what you're gonna get over here. You never know.
Shenanigans.
I know. He's from outside, and then a cat.
This is Pia. And I mean, her name is short for onomatopoeia because, you know, we always get those little fun sounds from her.
Right. And then I got, and this one is so cute and I love it a lot. Parade of Elephants from Hello from Liz Matthews.
That's it made us laugh. And so we knew it would be a Keisha chart.
And that it's a collaboration from Hello from Liz Matthews and Kathy Barrett, featuring different collective nouns or names of groupings. So a parade of elephants. I didn't know a group of elephants was named a parade. That's lovely. So I love that one. And then this one cracks me up too. That's the rule for things for Keisha, is it's things that make me laugh. So this is Hello Goodbye. And it's, oh gosh, from Summer House Stitchworks, sorry. It's a needle book.
And what I think the cat one is also called Hello and Goodbye. Yours is, I think above it, does it say Percival Puppy?
Oh yes, Percival Puppy. But look at that. Look at the front and back of this. That's so funny. And it's got a little dog bone one. So I'm gonna have to make this.
I think you stitched the inside as well. That is not fabric.
Yeah, that's stitched there.
Beth was telling us that people kept saying, I need the fabric for the inside. Where did you get the fabric for the inside? And she's like, no fabric. It's stitched.
It's stitched. So that's more fun. And then I got Helianthus. Some ink circles. It's sunflower. How pretty is that? I'm very excited about this one. Okay. And then last but not least, from Silver Creek Samplers.
Sorry, passing her off.
Fred's unifying question. It says, will you be my neighbor? And it's very cute and I love it. So that is all the stash I have. And it helps to have good friends who just know what you want without even asking you.
I got my my Steampunk Sparrow from 123 Stitch as well, and I needed a skein of floss that I had run out of and couldn't find anywhere here locally. And thankfully they had it. And then I just bought myself to go with it an assortment of fabrics to try out, just to have some neutrals.
Oh, cool.
This one is all sparkle.
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
And I'm stitching my Cabin in the Woods from Tiny Modernist on a sparkly piece of linen. And I liked it so much that I thought, oh, well, I'm gonna get another piece.
Yeah,
This one I think is way more sparkly than the one that I had. So, but I just thought this would be kind of fun to have some good neutrals and see how things are going. Sorry, I'm gonna crinkle a minute.
No, having good neutrals around is nice because they can go for so many different things.
Yes. And then I'm pulling mine all out. I also have, I don't think I told Keisha this. Oh, maybe I didn't bring mine in, but I also have Helianthus because I really liked it a lot. And I thought it would be fun. I mean, every once in a while I con Keisha into stitching something with me. So
it's really as simple as, would you like to stitch this with me? Yes.
Yep. I got Berry Patch from Liz Matthews.
That's very pretty.
And I'm kitting this one pretty soon. It's all DMC.
Oh, nice.
I also picked up seasonal etchings. Now,
wow.
Some of you may remember that these were in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. The thing you need to know is that she reversed like 3 of them. I think the fish are the only ones going the same direction. And she did that on purpose to make it fit in the block better. But then she also added in, I don't know if she shows the whole thing laid out. Nope. Okay. She also added in this little drum. So it's a tiny little band so that you get something extra that's brand new. The little band is 169 wide by 11 high.
Oh, wow. So it is a tiny one.
And yeah, it's really cute. So I think that'll be a fun one. I did not bring all of my market haul in here to show you because yeah. My ink circles that I fell in love with is Thistle Crown.
Oh, wow. That's very pretty.
This one takes 4 colors of Gloriana. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do it, but I could not find Gloriana in stock anywhere that I was looking. And I mean, seriously, I need 4 colors, and on 1, 2, 3 stitch, I believe 3 of them are out of stock, which is the case at a lot of places. So hopefully they'll be back in soon and I can get it. One that I did kit up yesterday is My Garden House from Plum Street Samplers.
Oh, pretty.
And I love this. And she shows, now if I do it this way, she shows the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
I may do it as a sampler like that. Or as a framed piece like that.
Right. Yeah, that's very pretty.
I love that one. But hands down, my favorite thing from Market is This Is the Day from Plum Street Samplers.
Oh, wow.
And I heard her talking and telling people, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it in there and have it not glare. These are her favorite colors.
Okay.
And she tries not to design everything in them because they're her favorite colors, but she wants to design in a lot of colors. But the model of this was just breathtaking. And I cannot wait to get all the stuff and stitch this one. I mean, it's fabulous. I don't know if you could see, like up here at the top, there's little swirlies.
Oh, yeah.
Of the smoke coming out of the chimney. So really sweet. Cool. And those are the ones I'm showing you today.
Nice.
So how about whips?
All right. Well, you'd think with us being gone for so long that I'd have a lot of whips to show you, but I don't.
You felt really bad though.
Yeah, I was sick for a little bit there. We just, nothing brings illness into your house, quite like a toddler who is just friends with everybody at daycare. But that's okay. We like him still. So the first thing I worked on was I worked some more on Autumn in Stars Hollow from the Black Needle Society. My good personal friend Katie Landis designed this. So she's just off screen.
I heard it.
So. That's right. Go ahead and take a drink. But here's where I've gotten to on it. You can see kind of the corners. Obviously, I just have this part to fill in. I'll get it done eventually, hopefully before the next Stars Hollow retreat, because we'll get the new part, and I'd like to have this done before I start the new part.
Thank goodness, though, even if you don't, you are finished with the side that connects to the next part.
That's true, but
I know you. I know you.
I'm going to tell myself that I can't start the next one until I finish that one. The next thing I worked on was Live Gently Upon This Earth, and it's from Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon in this book. And here is the piece.
All
so
those
pretty
greens.
Yes. And so this is another piece of stash. It's just a 40 count piece of white linen. And here's where I am on it. Wow. And that's from one side to the other.
Okay, and how many stitches is that?
Oh boy.
Because you usually know, but maybe not.
Oh, well, I usually know, but there's like some gaps in there. Let me look, because it'll tell me what the width is. It is 100 stitches across there.
So, and you've got like 6-ish rows down on the short side, and yeah, so you're over 1,000 stitches, I would say. Yeah,
I did quite a few. I worked on this whenever I was sick, because as you can see, I just did one color, and it's just one strand. So I just kind of went.
It's kind of fun to get a perspective of how many stitches are in different things, you know.
Especially when you're working on like 40 count fabric, because it looks so small.
Yes.
And then I worked a little bit on Bear Canoe, and then I lost the pattern, and then I found the pattern. So now I can work on it some more. Trying to hide pieces of paper away from a toddler who wants to look at everything is really, really hard. So here's where I got on Bear Canoe. It's not very exciting, but it is a start. No, James likes to.
I'm so sorry. She is determined to get in the window over here by me.
I was saying James likes to just get into the floss. He likes to look at pieces of paper. He started coloring. So we have to keep all the spare pieces of paper that we would like to keep for ourselves out of the way. So I have to hide things, and then I lose them because I hide them too well. And then the last thing I worked on. What an interesting video you guys are getting this time.
Still recording?
Yes, we're recording.
No, I heard it click.
Yeah. We're still
recording. We're still
okay.
Here. So then the last thing I worked on is ABCDinosaurs by Cloud Factory. We got the third part. So these two here were the first part, these two were the second part, and these two are the third part. And this is on a piece of 36 count Arctic Fox from Fiber on a Whim.
Ooh.
Here's where I am, just so that you guys can see the whole thing so far. And then here's what I've worked on so far this month.
I love how your colors are showing on this fabric.
Thanks. Yeah, I like it a lot. The only thing is white doesn't show up very well, so I have made a substitution on all of the back stitching. It's just one of the colors in the letter. But everything else is as charted. So yeah, the DMC picked for this, and it's all DMC. The DMC that was picked for this is really, really pretty. So yeah, that's what I've worked on. I've got this dinosaur done, so I just got to finish this one.
You're doing good.
Thanks. And the next part will be out in the on the 1st of April. And most of those are 1800, 1900 stitches, the parts.
Wow.
So quite a bit.
Man.
So, but it's going well. And I keep showing it to James and going, dinosaurs. Please like dinosaurs by the time I'm finished with this. So that's all my whips. How about you?
I have a pile. So I ended February by working on Life After Death, and I have a page finish.
Wow.
So, and you know, like this is above the page, but yeah, I'm loving my floss. This is, I believe I'm on 36 count Antique Hydrangea from R&R Reproductions. And my floss is a Silks for You. I have the color number in the drop down below if you are interested in that. But I am loving the combination of those colors together. And I have this in a bag from the 805 Stitcher. Look how pretty that is.
Oh, that's perfect for that.
Yeah. And the inside is all little bugs, little ladybugs. So, okay. Now Pia smashed my bag and I gotta get it open so I can toss stuff in. And then I had a couple more days left in the month. And I pulled back out Baltimore Saltbox Sampler from With Thy Needle and Thread. I have it upside down. Here we go.
Nice.
And I just went gangbusters on this one.
Wow, you really did.
I got a lot done.
Yeah.
I finished this row, and then because previously in the month I had finished the trees and I had done a couple of these stars, and so I finished the rest and I got all of this in.
Wow.
And the big thing is that I finished the roof, you know, so
yeah. Ugh. Yeah, how far across is that roof, do you know? Because that looks like a lot of stitching there.
It is a lot. I was thinking, I can't remember because I know I had marked about how many stitches were in that part. The whole thing is 90 stitches wide.
Okay.
I did like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I did about 60 stitches wide.
Okay.
For 11 rows.
Wow. So yeah, there's quite a bit in there.
Yeah, it was a serious commitment to get that part done. And, you know, I'm pretty excited because I don't really have all that much more to go on it.
Right.
It's one that I have loved forever, and I'm so glad I got it and that I'm working on it. And then on March 1st, before we went to market, Jeff pulled this one for me, Grown with Love from Hands On Designs. And I'm doing this little pillow. I originally started this as an exchange piece. And so I am just using whatever colors I decided I would pull out to use. So mine looks very different, but that's what it looks like.
Oh, nice. So you don't have a whole lot left on that.
I don't. And, you know, you would think I would have just finished it, but not yet.
Right.
And then for the next few days after that, I ended up I took 4 projects with me that I had one from each of my family members that they had chosen. So I had that Grown with Love with me, but I don't think that I worked on it again. Katie pulled Sadie Stewart Spring Flower Sampler from SamSarah.
Oh, wow.
And when I started working on this, what I noticed is that I was off one thread.
Oh, no.
And so they were not laying nicely. Yeah, that doesn't want to do it. They were not laying nicely. So I ripped them all out while we were in the car and put a chunk back in.
Oh, nice.
So I have a big leaf.
I think that fabric is a fun choice for that.
It is. I was so happy to work. Why do you think I chose this pattern? Because I got to work on purple checks. Yes. It was just fun. But yeah, I love it. And I have it in a frog sleeve. The last
Well,
one
that's
was in
appropriate for what you had to do in the car.
yeah. And then Bree, no, this is my choice. Half the Fun from Ink Circles.
Nice. I love that one.
And I just have a little start on it. This is just a piece of fabric from my stash. My plane goes this way because I started in the bottom right corner.
Nice. So it's funny because we have basically the exact same thing, only I'm in the upper left-hand corner.
And I am using this beautiful floss. It's Ocean Waves from Rami's Creations.
Oh, wow. That's so pretty.
And I love how it's playing with that green fabric. So green fabric is one of my favorites. We know I'm a purple girl, but green fabric is one of my favorites.
See, that's why we're friends. Purple and
Okay.
green.
And then Bree chose this sleeve because they get to choose by sleeves what they're doing. And it is Sweet Spring by Satsuma Street.
Oh, nice.
And that's what theirs looks like on the beautiful teal fabric. Well, we know I'm a purple girl. Mine is on 28 count flapper from Picture This Plus.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so pretty.
Thank you. I got the bunny's whole head. I finished I did this whole collar and up.
Oh, wow.
And then I've started doing some of this. Now, this is car stress stitching. This is what I worked on Sunday on the way home when I was just in my head. So, I was just filling in, and it made a good project to work on.
Right.
So then Jeff just picked a number for me. And it was this one. Look at the pretty bunnies. Love them. And it is called No Idleness. It's by Marva Owen. Marva died of breast cancer several years ago. And this was just something that I still had in my stash that I wanted to work on. This is one I would wager you have not seen.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. And I had I think I had this whole center 2 rows and the line between them. And I have decided what's been holding me back is that I don't really like the applique pieces for me. So I am going to rework the verse up top. I think I can just take the top line and put it over, center that a little better, and it'll be fine. So
that'll be good.
Marva's company was Black Star Designs. So she stitched this teeny tiny little black star.
Oh,
but
awesome.
Yeah, this is what mine looks like so far. And yes, I told you I had this center stuff done. This is a wheat stitch. And for a wheat stitch, you make 5 satin stitches. For this one, you make 5 satin stitches. And then you have to tuck in under it, like in one stitch, and pull it up and around and tuck in on the other side in one stitch in the middle to pull it together. So
like a bundle of wheat.
Yes. So I think I got 20 or so of those in on the night that I worked on it, and I was just done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, mentally though, at least I know next time I pull it out what I'll be working on.
Right.
And that'll help some too. And then I'm trying to think. That was Jeff. So this is Katie. Katie chose this one.
Oh, fun.
Love that, right? It's the Celtic Band Sampler
Oh,
from
fun.
Homespun Sampler. And it's beautiful. They did theirs all in DMC on gorgeous fabric. I think it's oh, I can't even think what it was, but I got this solo linen from Silk Weaver. Look at this fabric, just even before I pull
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
that's pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous? And I chose some overdyed flosses.
Oh wow.
So that's what mine looks like. And I got a little stubborn and stuck with it for a couple of days because I was in kind of the middle of these two shields, emblems, whatever. I didn't want to stop without finishing the one over here because there's so much around and around and around that I just didn't want to, I didn't want to stop. And then last night I finished the row above it.
Wow.
So that's about a third of the sampler.
Oh my gosh, you're making such great progress on things.
I'm telling you, I am so excited to pull out my projects. It's like,
that's great. Rediscovering old treasures.
It is. Is that one that you've seen before?
I haven't seen that one.
It's been a long time since I've pulled it out. I think that's the thing. I have all these things that were for me, and I've just let them sit while I've worked on other things.
Right.
So it's really fun to do it. And then Bree chose yesterday, but I didn't get to it. This one, she's like, oh, the one with all the keys. And it's going to be fun to work on. It is Ackworth friendship book from With My Needle, who is
fun.
Ellen Chester.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, so you stitch all 10 of these and put it together.
Oh, cool.
And I am doing mine on a 40 count. Katie, help me. Do you know the name of this linen from Picture This Plus? It's not Monet. I can't remember, but it is this beautiful blue. And this is where I had left it.
Okay.
So I have to get some more in and yeah, see how we go.
You'll probably basically have that finished by the end of the day with as fast as you stitch letters.
No. Remember, this is 40 count. Yeah. And the other thing I need to evaluate is this is one that Jeff spilled on. So I have a big stain and it's maybe not looking so good. I may have to trash this and start over because I'm seeing this now.
No, right.
And I'm just not confident that that'll come out. So I may just have to find another piece of linen and start over. So those are all my whips, and probably I will just move on today and I will look at restarting that project. But I have plenty of things to pull out, and I'm a little bit behind just because we went, not really truly behind, but I'm a little bit off of my schedule. That's a better way to say it, because we went to market and then this last week, I pretty well just stuck with those 4 projects that I had started with, and I would just cycle through.
Right. But the good thing about how you've kind of scheduled your months is that you have some availability at the end of the month, so you can always switch things around if you need to.
Yes, and that's why I'm so glad I didn't just do like the first 181 days, which I think I discovered was actually 182. So what are your plans coming up?
Okay, so my plans, I want to finish that section of ABCDinosaur, just because I have a feeling that I have other things coming, and I'm also going to maybe go shopping for supplies, and I will find something new and I will want to start it immediately. So we're going to finish ABCDinosaur, hopefully finish that this week. And then I was going to work more on Bear Canoe. And then I might pull out Death by Cross Stitch, because seeing yours makes me want to work on mine. Yeah, and the hoop that I usually use to stitch that in is what ABCDinosaurs was in, and I took it out to show you guys. So if something accidentally gets in that hoop besides what I was working
on. Katie is always accusing me of being a hoop junkie, and I have a couple of hoops of each size, except that when I wanted to work on something really tiny, I didn't have a hoop. So I had to put it aside and wait for a few days until we went and got me a hoop.
Yeah.
But so I have 11 more to go through before
Mhm.
I go on to my whip go goals. And I was trying to think, I said my whip go goals, and now which one of you has, it's you this month, right?
Oh yeah, and I've already picked because you don't even have to ask me. As I've told you, I'm going to be the reason that Blackberry House gets finished.
So yes, I will be doing my my Blackberry house, and then the other one is the project closest to a finish, which I will decide when I get through everything. So it may be that Grown with Love that we
Yeah.
saw, because that one's really close.
Right.
Baltimore Salt Box is also really close, but it's from a previous month. So it has to be this month's projects.
Mm.
And the other plans are that it's spring break. So I will be
Yay.
playing catch up with Love You More and getting all of that out, because I haven't sewn now in a little over a week since we were tied up.
Right.
And we have a box ready to go out for the Black Needle Society,
That's
which
exciting.
we're dying to get out there to you guys.
Right. I'm excited because I live close enough that I get them special delivery.
So it'll be quick, yes.
Yeah.
But I think that's all of my plans. I've been playing with my planner. I said you could put that sticker in your planner. Katie and I are going to make a video for the Black Needle, and we're going to talk about several different things. So you can watch for that to come out. But I may sneak in a couple of peeks at my planner from the Black Needle Society and show you how I'm using it. I am a sticker junkie who writes large.
That'll be exciting.
That's all I'm going to say right now. So,
yeah. Well,
okay.
awesome. So, well, I think we've rambled quite enough.
And we've had plenty of shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, this was a shenanigan heavy episode.
So with that, I think there's nothing left to say but bye.
Bye. Have a good week.